and I hear from other people in ministry and church planners that there is almost nothing more rewarding, yet at the same time nothing more challenging than those first 2 years of planning a church. So you're 6 months in, so I don't mean to stress you about the next year and a half. But tell us, how in the world do you even start a church?
What's funny is so obviously, because we're in this church plant thing, I know a lot of church planners and know a lot of guys that are starting and talk to them. And I'm like, man, when I hear a guy that's saying he's starting to raise money or starting to build a team, the first thing I think, I don't say this to discourage them, but the first thing I think is, I am so glad I'm not you. Like, the thought of having to do this again, I was like, no way. I don't want to be cliche in the sense that, like, I think a lot of times people ask, so obviously, besides God's grace, how has this happened? And I mean, I think there are some things that you do that you can, like, practically, that how you can gather people and raise money. But and it may not be the most helpful, but I really think as I look at guys that have in the same season, like planting season, if I had to shut down or weren't quite able to launch, and look at what they did, look what I did. And I don't know everything that they did and all that sort of thing, but I just I'm like, there are some things that God did. Like some of the people on our team, and like we have a physical space, like we're not mobile, and how all that worked out. Like there's just some things that God did that were totally God. And I don't know, I don't know how we did it, So how do you plan a church? There's practical things. There's building a team. There's raising funds. There's having wise counsel. But the biggest thing I would say is that God just decided to do things that I didn't train or prepare for. And that's why we're here today. And of course, like I said, there's a lot of things we're excited about. There's things personally that are discouraging and hard, and things you want to do better and see changed. But I think the team that I have around me, I think we're going to talk about that too, a little bit, like, what's it like to be a church planner? Our facility, the way God's provided financially. So we had no real big church backers financially at all. But we just had some people that were really, really, really generous and coming through, and just like literally, it's what I was saying. If you would have told me we've been here a year ago today, and actually, to be quite honest, we started building our team last February, March of 2017, in October. So it's about a year ago, October 2017. We almost quit the whole thing. And I think Christina, my wife, if she wasn't 100% on board, we probably would have, because we were just at the point where we weren't gaining traction. And I was like, and we got to the point, the reason we kept going was a lot of things that Christina said too, is that one, we felt like we're doing a good thing, like, because we were small, we were meeting at our townhome at the time. And we're like, man, a lot of the people that are on our team and are joining this are taking steps. So what's so great about church planning is you don't only reach people far from God, it's the most effective way to do that, which is why I'm passionate about it.